UFC star claims 17 fighters were banned from competing on the White House card. The former champion made a bold claim about the historic event. Former UFC champion Merab Dvalishvili appears to have confirmed a number of fighters were prevented from appearing on the White House card. In just a matter of weeks, the UFC will host perhaps the biggest event in the history of the combat sports organization, as a stacked card will take place on the White House South Lawn in Washington, D.C. The UFC Freedom 250, the White House event, is set to celebrate the 250th anniversary of the United States declaring independence, with Ilia Topuria set to defend his lightweight title against interim champion Justin Gage in the main event. Former middleweight and light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira will look to make history and become the first ever three-weight champion in the co-main event as he faces Cyril Gane for the interim heavyweight title. Alongside Gage, several notable American fighters will feature throughout the card, including former bantamweight champion Sean O'Malley, Michael Chandler, Derek Lewis, Bo Nickel, and the controversial Josh Hockett. We couldn't. Dana White reveals the one fight he failed to make for UFC White House card. In the build-up to the fight card being announced, several other names were tipped to feature, including former bantamweight champion Dvalishvili, who has since spoken out to announce his next fight while seemingly confirming it was unable to take place at the White House. Back in January, Dvalishvili revealed that UFC officials have confirmed that he will soon get his trilogy fight against current champion Petr Yan, but that the fight wasn't able to take place at the White House because Yan is from Russia. The UFC told me I'm next for the belt. They said there will be a trilogy between me and Yan, Dvalishvili told MMA Pros Pick. They also told me that our fight will not happen at the White House in June, because Yan is Russian, and that's impossible. If Dvalishvili's comments that Yan couldn't feature on the card because he is Russian are true, it would mean that a massive 17 fighters may have been immediately stopped from fighting at the White House. Most notably among them would be Islam Makhachev, the current welterweight and former lightweight champion, Khamzat Chimaev, former middleweight champion, and Magomed Ankalaev, former light heavyweight champion. Which Russian fighters were prevented from appearing on the UFC White House card? Tagir Ulanbekov, flyweight. Umar Nurmagomedov, bantamweight. Pyotr Yan, bantamweight. Mavsar Evloyev, featherweight. Saeed Nurmagomedov, featherweight. Islam Makhachev, welterweight. Abubakar Nurmagomedov, welterweight. Muslim Salikov, welterweight. Khamzat Chimaev, middleweight. Shara Magomedov, middleweight. Ikram Alaskarov, middleweight. Magomed Ankalaev, light heavyweight. Azamat Mirzakhanov, light heavyweight. Alexander Volkov, heavyweight. Sergey Pavlovich, heavyweight. Rizvan Kuniev, heavyweight. Damir Ismagulov, lightweight. When will Merab Dvalishvili versus Petr Yan 3 take place? Despite this news, it is still believed that Dvalishvili will get his rematch with Yan at some point this year, with the pair having won one of their 2 meetings each. Dvalishvili defeated Yan by unanimous decision at UFC Fight Night on March 11, 2023, before Yan won the bantamweight title by defeating his former foe via unanimous decision in a rematch on December 6, 2025. It is not yet known when exactly the trilogy fight will take place, but Dvalishvili recently provided an update claiming that the Russian champion is taking his time and delaying the fight news. I don't hear anything from him, Dvalishvili told MMA Fighting. He don't want to fight yet. I don't know what is the situation. We all see his interview. He was ready in June for the White House, but they have already announced the July fight card. They're going to announce the August fight card soon. They haven't told me anything. All I know is I'm fighting Yan, but I don't know when. I don't know the time. It looks like Pyotr is taking his time.